According to Canales, both Charles and Wallace are both neck and neck in the linebacker competition. But I wouldn't be surprised if come week one, neither one of those guys are starting on the outside. I'm Mike Jickus, host of Locked On Panthers Hit, your source for quick hits, 5 minutes, multiple times a day on your favorite team. Go subscribe now to Locked On Panthers Hit. And later on, we're going to be talking about why the Panthers offensive starters should be playing against the Texans this Friday. But first, that linebacker position. I'm I'm not very comfortable with Charles or Wallace being on the outside. They have both seen playing time in years past, and this was an open competition, and neither one of them has taken the job. No, it's according to Canales, it's still neck and neck. It's anybody's job going into the final game of the preseason. That's this is a point where we should know who our starters are on defense, and if we don't, they probably shouldn't be starters. So I think I think we got some potential that we could find on the waiver wire, and possibly guys that could come in and compete from an outside linebacker perspective. The Lions, they're immediately a team that comes to mind. I know they are pretty deep on defense and in the linebacker position. Don't be surprised if the Panthers try to claim one or two of the guys that don't make it on that Lions team, if that does happen. And I wouldn't rule out a trade either. Once the season starts and one or two games are underway, some teams they'll be throwing in the towel early on. So that's the time that you start reaching out to those teams that maybe are 2, 3 games in the hole and try to strengthen your team. Dan Morgan's always been busy with the phone, making trades, making deals. It's a clear area that of weakness right in the heart of the defense. We've been gashed in the run game in the past. We've improved last year, but there's still potential for a lot of different holes to show up on that defense. We have an opportunity to short up. We absolutely should. Keep your eyes on the outside linebacker spot. Guys that are getting let go, they might be candidates to land here in Carolina and compete for a starting role at some point in the season. And something I feel very adamant about is my second point. Canales, once again, he's sitting the offensive starters. Most likely, he didn't say for sure, but it all depends on how joint practices go with the Houston Texans this week. I'm not a fan of that move. It's something that Canales has done since coming in to to Carolina and possibly the norm when he was with the Bucks or whatever teams he was. I think he was with Seattle before that. Um, but year one and year two, the offense first couple weeks of the season came out absolutely flat. Struggled to get going early on, playing from behind. Ugly football. There might be some new pieces on the team week one. We have a new offensive coordinator in Brad Idzik. It's it's our last opportunity to get some of these guys, these bubble guys that may make the team, time with the starting roster, or the starting lineup. Bryce Young to Mechie, I want to see that connection happen a couple times. If Mechie's going to have a chance to make the team, Mechie and him had a great connection in college. Let's give them a chance to showcase it a little bit more in the game. Mechie, third quarter against the Jaguars, I think it was 6 catches, 77 yards. That's that's potential. I really like Mechie. I hope he makes the team. Again, that wide receiver room has a couple hard decisions at the tail end of it, but I want to see some of these guys play with Bryce. I want to see a little bit more of I want to see Darren Waller get some time out there. He's still training and working out with the team. It doesn't look like he's going to be playing again this Friday. His first action with the team in a game is not going to come until week one in all likelihood. I don't want to see another slow game out of the gate. Jonathan Brooks, he's coming back from those back-to-back injuries. Chuba's gonna be back for week one. He said he could play. He's healthy. They're gonna reserve him for the start of the season. That one I'm cool with. That one's clear. He's you don't want to you don't want to risk your starting running back who's coming back from a hamstring injury. You give him another week to rest up. Jonathan Brooks, though, if hopefully he gets at least one series. He's again behind the starting offensive line. It's he's been out of the game for most of the last 2 years. He looked really good last week. Just let him get a little bit more under his a little bit more of his footing together, and let's roll into the season with a little bit more momentum than we have in years past. So, what do you think? Share in the comments, like, subscribe. Go check out Julian Council on Locked On Panthers podcast. I'm Mike Jickus. Keep pounding.